Yes, we are back and it is time to fly again. You know, I had a great time with Pilotedge yesterday. It was so simple, it was just a lap around Boeing Field. So now we're going to give it a try with a more uh, in-depth scenario. We're going to recreate our infamous flight from Boeing Field up to Friday Harbor by way of Skagit. I'm going to use Pilotedge for ground, tower, for flight following, and we're going to see how it goes. I've still got all my nav information, my nav logs from the actual Friday Harbor flight that I did. I've wiped out everything around winds and weather because didn't have time this morning. We're going to use ForeFlight for a little bit of that estimation, and I'm going to try to keep track of our timing as we go. So we don't know everything that we need to know, but we have been briefed that the TAFs are going to hold VFR conditions all the way throughout until 00 Zulu, which is 24 minus 8 to 16, which is 4 p.m. today. So right now it's just after 10 a.m., so we've got plenty of time. We'll pick up about a, I don't know, I think it's a 5-knot tailwind. Let me see if that's correct. Let's see, we're going to set that to VFR westerly 4500, 11-knot tailwind. So we should get there pretty fast. But we'll use ForeFlight all the way, or Pilotedge and ForeFlight all the way up there. Let me go ahead and remind you of where we're headed. Make sure you can see that tablet mirror just fine. Looks like you can. Alright, back to performance mode we go. Alright, so we're down here at KBFI. We're going to take off, head northeast, Bellevue, because it's the Bellevue departure. We're going to go to Duval, and then head northwest, cross Lake Stevens, leave KWO, Arlington Municipal on our right-hand side as we continue to head north, look for the town of Mount Vernon, then head west, west-northwest, KBVS, that's Skagit. We'll do a touch and go, and then pop on over past Blakely Island and land at Friday Harbor. If we're running a little short on time, I'll skip the touch and go. We don't necessarily need to do that. But let's get rolling. Tablet mirror off, do a weight and balance really quick. I'd like you to see this. So I was flying with my instructor. He's a little smaller than that. Sorry, Toby, no offense. Let's set full tanks. Okay, gross weight's a little bit too high, so let's pull some baggage out. We only have 10 pounds there, and baggage B. Oh, well, what was that about? 10 pound. 10 pounds enter. 10 pounds in the back. And my instructor is 160 pounds. Again, I don't know. Sorry. 180, 160, baggage 10, baggage 10. Oh! There's not somebody in the back. Get out of here. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Okay, so it's me, the instructor, 20 pounds of baggage, full tanks, gross weight is good. We're in bounds there, and when we land, we'll be fine. There you go. Okay, apply, close, awesome. It's a cold day. I'm going to go ahead and attach the battery because this 172 really likes that. Alright. Close the door. And I believe we are connected to Pilotedge already. Let's get rolling. You know me and my checklists. I'm gonna go ahead and say we did a pre-flight already. I don't have any failures set up, so there's nothing for us to catch anyway. Pre-flight complete. Passenger briefing complete. Hi passengers, you heard we're gonna go to Friday Harbor, and you heard the route. If things go wrong, we've got plenty of diverts on the way. We've got Arlington, we've got Skagit, we've got Bellingham. If we go a little bit further north, so we're fine. Parking brake set? No, but I'm gonna go ahead and push the brakes in. I'm gonna stand on those brakes. Circuit breakers check. Here, yank that yoke out of the way. Good, put the yoke back. Electrical equipment is off. Yes, it is off. Avionics power switch is off. Yes, it is off. Fuel selector switch to both. Fuel shut off, confirmed, pushed in. I'll just check and make sure. Yes, it is. Alright, throttle open 1/4 of an inch. And mixture to idle cutoff. Master switch on. Beacon on. Engine prime omit for warm start. Aux fuel pump on. Mixture advance full rich. 5 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then to idle cutoff, fuel pump off. Grab those keys. Prop area clear. Clear prop. Start. And advance slowly to mixture as engine fires. Give it a little bit more gas. More throttle. Plane legit makes me mad sometimes. Throttle in just a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuel pump off, plus I'm going to turn the alternator off. Did I get that right? Fuel pump. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I may have flooded the engine, but we'll see how it goes. You little... Gosh, what happened? I just can't stand this startup procedure. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I really don't know how to start this thing in real life. It's just really a pain in the butt when you use this wonderful Airfoil Labs Cessna 172. Okay, so we're done with that. Ignition sequence, okay. Make sure that the key is on both and not on start. It is. We got our headphones plugged in. Mixture advances engine fires. We did that. Started disengaged. Throttle 1000 RPM. Check oil pressure is in the green. It is. That's awesome. Mixture lean is required. Pull back and lean a little bit for the ground. Keep that throttle at 1000-ish. Avionics power switch on. Oh, it already was. Sorry. Radios and GPS set. Alright, let's figure this out real quick now. Radios. Let's go to our documents. Here's the tablet. Down here we've got our airport frequencies, so we know that we want to start by getting the weather. I'm going to use COM2 for that. 2775. And we want to make sure that we're listening on COM2.
Boeing King County Airport. ATC information Papa. 1753 Zulu. Wind 120 at 3. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 9 dew point 1. Altimeter 29906. Arriving and departing runways 14 left, 14 right. Visual approaches in use. Simultaneous approaches between Bingfield and Seattle International. Expect aircraft above you on final. Read back all runway assignments and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact. You have information Papa.
Well, there you go.
Boeing King County Airport. ATC information Papa.
All right. So you saw as I was doing that, I was selecting the departure that I wanted. It's going to be the Bellevue departure. We're going to be going southbound, so we're going to take off south, and then we're going to get into a left downwind, and then depart for Bellevue. Let's clear that windscreen off with a little bit of cabin air. I've dealt with that one before. Taxi, nav, and strobe. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just plug a little bit into the GPS.
Denver departure, good morning. Bonanza 972 Tango with request.
I love it. I love hearing the ATC.
Bonanza 972 Tango, Denver approach, go ahead.
Bonanza 972 Tango is Bravo Echo 35 slant golf, looking to pick up VFR flight following to Albuquerque at 8,500, and we're about approximately 13.5 miles south, or north of Kilo Alpha, Papa Alpha.
972 Tango, squawk 4225.
4225, Bonanza 972 Tango.
I guess I shouldn't be doing this now, but I've started, so.
November 972 Tango, radar contact 4 miles west of the Centennial Airport. Are you planning to go 8,500 all the way to Albuquerque?
Just outside of the Bravo here, we're going to climb to 10,500.
Okay, 10,500 still might not work. I mean, drawing a straight line from you to Albuquerque, I've got 16,000 foot MEAs and MVAs, so you're going to need to be a bit higher, probably around 16.5 for radar reception.
All right, there we go.
I was going to drop down after Victor Charlie 098 to Charlie 015 over Centennial, and then, or not Centennial.
I'm sorry, that didn't much help me. What's your plan? If you want to go to Albuquerque, I'm going to need you higher for radar reception.
Roger. Stand by 1 second.
So much drama in the LBC.
What altitude do I need to go over Colorado Springs and then straight down to Las Vegas, then right to Albuquerque?
It is altimeter 29906.
I'm sorry, where did you say we're going after Colorado Springs? You said Las Vegas?
Affirmative. Kilo, Lima, Victor, Sierra.
Yeah, I don't think the altimeter is quite right, so I'm going to set it for the field. Can't beat that. All right. And
November 972 Tango. I have MEAs and MVAs of about 14,000, 15,000 feet. So if you're going westbound, I need you at about 16.5.
All right, we'll climb to 16.5 for Bonanza 972 Tango.
okay, transponder's good. Flaps.
Walker 671, taxi to parking via Alpha,
Flaps
monitor ground.
retract.
Alpha to parking, monitor ground, Walker 671, talking a bit.
Lights as required. All right. Pre-taxi checklist is complete. Let's go ahead and taxi it up to the line and call ground. And we've got information Papa today. And we want the Bellevue departure. Oop, car coming. Okay, let's see. That's 1219. That's Boeing ground, and we want to be on COM2 Mike. There we go. And our call sign is 436 Papa. Boeing ground, good morning, Cessna 436 Sierra Papa with Papa at Galvin, request Bellevue departure. That ain't right.
November 436 Sierra Papa, Boeing ground, runway 14 right, taxi via Alpha.
14 right, taxi via Alpha, 436 Sierra Papa. Okay, 14 right for the Bellevue departure is not how it works, but I'm not going to say anything about that. I'm going to go ahead and take off. Let's call it a Pilotedge thing. I'm going to take off 14 right, left downwind like I should for the Bellevue departure. There is no Bellevue departure for 14 right, so I'm going to do a left downwind as if I was taking off runway 14 left. Hey, you know what? Let's be clear about this. Boeing ground 436 Sierra Papa, could I get 14 left for the Bellevue departure?
Number 6 here, Pop runway 14 left, taxi via Alpha.
14 left, taxi via Alpha, 436 Sierra Papa. That's the Bellevue departure. I feel a lot better about that. Right? You don't want to be taking a left downwind and crossing the small runway where someone is taking off. So I'm going to do what I'm going to do. Oh my God, what just happened? Okay, 14 left. Now that's going to be to the left here, Alpha 2. And why does Charles know that? He knows that because he's got his plates out. I'm here. I'm going to go to Alpha 2.
November 17 Charlie Zulu, all cold. November 17 Charlie Zulu, radar service is terminated. Squawk VFR. Frequency change approved.
Boeing ground, November 44 Lima Mike, IFR to Olympia.
All right. We are ready for our run-up. So before takeoff, passenger...
Number 44 Lima Mike, Boeing ground on request.
Passenger seat backs most upright, seats and seatbelts check secure, cabin doors closed and locked. Yes, they are. Boom, boom. Flight controls free and correct. We're going to do what we call the box. Full left deflection. All the way back. Make sure those elevators are coming back. Looks good. Yes. Full right deflection. And push. And make sure the elevators go down good. And then left. And we always hit our gear shift lever there. Or our gear lever there. And that's too bad. But other than that, we're good. Free and clear. Free and correct. Electric trim autopilot test. Electric trim first. Push. Push. Good. Turn that tablet mirror off. You know where we are. And
November 44 Lima Mike, clear to Olympia Airport via the Nirvana 1 departure.
Heading.
Nirvana, direct home, direct. Climb via the
AP
SID.
on.
Departure
Yes.
frequency
It moves,
120.4, squawk 4233.
Autopilot test is good. Elevator trim set for takeoff.
44 Lima Mike's cleared to Olympia via the Nirvana 1.
Fuel quantity check.
Nirvana, home, climb via the SID, 120.4.
Little under 53 pounds.
Squawk 4233.
Plenty of fuel.
44 Lima Mike.
Fuel selector valve.
44 Lima Mike, get back
Flight
correct.
instruments check. Centered, zeroed. Standby instruments are neutral, neutral. Altimeters are set for the field on both. Fuel selector valve recheck both. Yes, both. Mixture, rich, advanced to rich, and advanced throttle to 1800 for the run-up. We're at 1800. Left.
November 44 Juliet Alpha, report your IFR cancellation or missed approach in the air on this frequency or on the ground within 5 minutes of landing on 122.2. Frequency change to advisory approved.
And we're good. All right, let's check. We've checked the magnetos. We'll check engine instruments. Fuel flow, green. Oil pressure, green. Temperature, green. VAC is green. Fuel quantity is still good. RPM is holding at 1800. Ammeter check. Yes, but it doesn't do anything. Annunciator panel, non-illuminated. We'll check our caution really quick. Alerts. Nothing big there. Throttle idle. Nice easy idle. It's fine. Advance back up to 1,000. Throttle friction set. Lights as required. They are. Radios and avionics set. Okay, I've got my GPS set correctly.
Bozeman ground. This is November 824 Mike Charlie. Ready to pick up my IFR to buildings.
I also want to make sure that we're going to use a little bit of VOR navigation today, and so I want to make sure that if we go to our VFR planning form 1,
Mike Charlie, Bozeman ground on request.
KBFI CR347. We're using the Seattle VOR. There's 16.8. It says SEA, so we know that's the right VOR.
Approaching runway 14 left.
Thank you very much. We're going to do course. Where's course? Course. Click CDI. So we're using the VOR and R347. 347. It had to be, you know, all the way around. Oh gosh. Yeah.
Number 824 Mike Charlie, clear to the Billings Airport via the Bozeman 6 departure. Radar vectors to the Bozeman VOR.
Okay, that's going to be how
Victor
we...
86, Billings VOR,
figure
then
that out.
direct.
1600 to Bellevue.
Maintain 9,000. Departure frequency 118.907. Squawk 4420.
824 Mike Charlie to the Billings Airport via Bozeman 6 departure to Bozeman VOR, Victor 86 to Billings VOR, then direct at 9,000, 118.97, and 4420.
It's 1822. We're going to be off the ground at 1830.
November 824 Mike Charlie, is that correct?
Okay. Sorry about that.
November
Got a little
824
bit
Mike
stuck
Charlie,
there.
actually,
Radios and
really,
avionics are
really
set.
quickly.
They are set.
The
Autopilot
MEA
off.
for your route flights
Transponder
through
alt.
Victor 86 is,
Parking brake release.
looks like the highest it is 10,900. Are you able 11,000 to
Takeoff
go
checklist
into
complete.
Billings?
Yep, we could do 11,000 for 824 Mike Charlie.
November 4 Mike Charlie, roger on departure. Climb and maintain 11,000.
11,000, 824 Mike.
Number 972 Tango, contact Springs approach 124.0.
All right, so
124.0,
we're on the
Bonanza
small runway, which
972 Tango.
is, I'm going to switch to COM 1, which is 118.3. Just like that. And then on COM 2, I'm going to go ahead and pre-dial Seattle approach because I'm going to get them to give me flight following. Seattle departure 119.2. Sorry. 119.2. That'll be that.
Approach, good morning, Bonanza 972 Tango, 11.4, climbing 16.5.
Number 972 Tango, Springs approach, Springs
And
altimeter
then what's the
3013.
next?
3013, Bonanza 972 Tango.
Skagit. Skagit AWAS is 121125. Actually, Skagit CTEF is 123075. No. I use AWAS 121125. There you go. All right, so we're going to go ahead and switch over to COM 1. Listen to COM 1 now, and that's Tower. Boeing Tower, good morning, Cessna 436, Sierra Papa, holding short runway 14 left, Bellevue departure.
Number 436 Sierra Papa, Boeing Tower, make left downwind departure to Mercer Island, then proceed to Bellevue, runway 14 left, cleared for takeoff.
Make left downwind departure to Mercer Island, then to Bellevue. Clear for takeoff, 14 left, 6 Sierra Papa. Now that's the Bellevue departure. And that's the Broadway melody. Landing lights on, baby. 14 left, that's the one I recognize. Let's go flying. Let's see how much your ass knows about flying. We're looking for 55. 55, nose up. Climbing for 74. Yeah, keeping it right at VY. Let's take a look at that extended center line. Not too shabby. And we're going to do a left turn once we're at 700 feet. The VOR cross, that means we know we're at KBFI. I'll go ahead and set a new VOR target when we're en route to Duval, which is our first waypoint past Bellevue. Alright, there's 700, left turn. Kick in some rudder there. Keep climbing. Climbing for 74. Alright, we always point here for our crosswind, right at the edge of this island in the middle of Lake Washington, whose name I can never really remember. I mean, is it Mercer Island? Maybe it's the bottom edge of Mercer Island. You think I'd know things like this. I've only lived here like my entire life. And there's the power line, so that's a turn for downwind. We're going to go point our nose down. We're going to get on the downwind, and then we're going to break out at midfield, right-hand turn on the 45 out of here, and point for South Bellevue. All right, there we go. Bring that throttle back a little bit. We're on the downwind. I'm going to look there. We're almost to midfield. And right turn to Mercer Island. Kick in a little bit of rudder, keep us coordinated. There's I-90. Mercer Island. Just like that. And autopilot on. So heading a few degrees to the right here. We're going great guns here. Pull that throttle back just a touch. And while we do that, figure out what we're going to do next. KBFI to North Bellevue, Seattle R8 Duval is going to be after Bellevue, so we're going to stay under 1600. I'm going to go ahead, right turn now. Bellevue shows course route 49 minus 15 is 34. There you go. Heading 34 magnetic. I'm going to head about 5 degrees more because I want to be south of Bellevue. And I'm going to go ahead and climb to 1600. So we'll click VS, climb at 800 feet, push the throttle, push some power, and we're headed out of here. I love it. Going to go ahead and listen to COM 2, make sure that we tune approach. COM 2, 119.2 approach. That's the departure, I think. Yeah. I'm going to ask you to pick up flight following to Skagit. And I'll COM 2 transmit, but we'll listen on COM 1. Alright, there we go. There's 1600. $2,500 feels a little bit low. I think I'm going to do 4,500. Seattle departure, good morning, Cessna 436, Sierra Papa, altitude 1,600, just south of Bellevue. I'd like to pick up VFR flight following Skagit.
Number 436, Sierra Papa, Seattle approach, squawk 1353.
1353, 6 Sierra Papa. There we go. And we're past Bellevue.
Number 436 Sierra Papa, radar contact. 10 miles north of SeaTac Airport. Say the code for your destination and your aircraft type, please.
6 Sierra Papa is type 172, Skyhawk. Code for my destination is Kilo, Bravo, Victor, Sierra.
Roger, and what altitude are you headed there at?
We're going to fly 4,500. We'll be turning westbound after Duval.
Roger.
That's not the right heading. Let's try that again. 4-9, which is actually 3-4.
Billowing ground, November 44 Lima Mike, ready for IFR taxi with Papa.
Number 815 for Lima practice, approach approved, no separation services provided, maintain VFR.
Okay, that's...
Number 44 Lima Mike, runway 14 left, taxi via Alpha.
Runway 14 left via Alpha, 44 Lima Mike.
Okay, we're going to climb to 2,500, and then as soon as we're past the shelf, we're going to climb to 4,500.
Bozeman ground is 84 Mike Charlie at the FBO with information Bravo, ready to taxi.
All right, and we cross. Okay, we were
Number
off
24 Mike Charlie, Bozeman ground, runway 30, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 3 at Alpha.
Not doing the best I could here with my...
Runway 0 and Alpha, across runway 30 for 84 Mike Charlie.
Number 824 Mike Charlie, cross runway 3 at Alpha.
Runway 3 at Alpha, 84 Mike Charlie.
Number 972 Tango, contact Denver Center 118.57.
118.57, Bonanza 972 Tango.
All right, North Bovey Duval. ATA at Duval, so I'll have to watch for that. Okay, 1831, North Bovey Duval, PAER 115. So let's go ahead and switch PAE 110.6 on the nav. 110.6. Okay, PAE is locked in. That's good. Go ahead and change the course knob to our target 115.
Number 972 Tango, Denver Center, Pueblo, altimeter 3011.
All right, and we're crossing the shelf now, so we'll go ahead and climb to 4,500. Up we go. Wow. Well, we're having a time today. Make sure I got this right. Duval is, right at the edge of the shelf. It's going to be right here.
Jackson ground, hello again. Walker 671 with X-ray flying to Boise.
Walker 671 Jackson ground, clear to the Boise Airport for the Alpine 3 departure, then as filed, climb via the SID, expect level 400, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 133.25, squawk 3564.
Once we're up at altitude, we can then estimate how long it's going to take.
Walker 671 is cleared to Boise Airport via open 3 departure as filed. Climb via SID, expect 400 in 10 minutes, departure 133.25. Squawk 3564.
Walker 671, read back correct.
Notes down a little bit. All right, past 3,500, climbing for 4,500. How much fuel have we already used? 1.4.
Centennial ground, expect jet 300 at TAC Air, ready to taxi Sierra.
Expect jet 300, Centennial ground, runway 17 left, taxi via Alpha.
Alpha 17 left, expect jet 300.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we know 53 gallons. I'll just subtract however many we have when we cross Duval, and then we'll go from there.
Bozeman Tower, 84 Mike Charlie, holding short runway 30 at Alpha 1, ready for departure.
All right, we're clearly climbing a little too
Number
fast.
84 Mike Charlie, Bozeman Tower, runway 30, clear for takeoff.
There we go.
Clear for takeoff, 30, Mike Charlie.
Get back to VY. We're almost to 4,500, which is going to be our cruise altitude for the rest of this flight. So once we get up here, we're going to turn on course. We're going to calculate
Boeing Tower, November
Our next
44 Lima Mike,
destination.
ready for IFR departure,
And then
runway
we're gonna lean out.
14 left at
We're
altitude.
going to lean out the mixture.
November 44 Lima Mike, Boeing Tower, runway 14 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 14 left. 44 Lima Mike.
There's a little bit of cloud cover here, but it's not bad. I'm going to go ahead and turn left about 20 degrees to avoid the clouds. Shoot through that little gap between them right here. And then it looks pretty good over to the northwest, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay, we're just about to hit Duval. In fact, we did because the CDI just crossed, so we're good to move to our next waypoint. Time on the clock is 38 minutes past the hour, so that's 18:38.
Centennial Tower, ExitJet 300, ready to go, 17 left.
ExitJet 300, Centennial Tower, runway 17 left, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 17 left, ExitJet 300.
1.6 gallons used. We had 53 remaining. 1.6 gallons used. Fuel. 1.6, 53. We actually have 51.4. Wow, Charles, what are you doing? All right, and next turn's going to be to Lake Stevens. It's 344. And so 344 minus 15.
November 824 Mike Charlie, contact departure.
344.
Departure for 824 Mike Jet.
344. Sorting. It's 330. You can't get behind the aircraft. Don't get behind the aircraft like that.
Departure 824 Mike Lee, 1 mile off of the Bozeman at 5,400, climbing 11,000.
Right, 24 Mike Charlie, Big Sky departure at our contact.
All right, remember the other thing that we said we were going to do? Get the RPMs down to 2,400. And then we're going to lean out the engine. Remember that? You remember that. All right, so to do that, we're going to use the lean function. And we're going to start pulling back the old mixture handle. Okay, EGT is going up. Let it settle a little bit. Pull it back a little bit more. Oh, you heard the engine conk a little bit? There we go. That's where we should be. There it is. 6.3 gallons per hour. Good. Burning 6.3 gallons per hour. That's not bad. All right, now let's see. I'm going to range out just a second. Range bigger. All right, there we go.
November 44 Lima Mike, contact departure.
That is
Over
Lake
departure,
Stevens.
4 Lima Mike.
ExitJet 300, contact departure.
Lake
Departure,
Stevens,
ExitJet 300.
R43, so we're going to go ahead and change our course here. R43 for Payne.
Denver departure, ExitJet 300, 7,800, climbing 8,000.
There you go. That part's done.
ExitJet 300, Denver departure, radar contact, climb and maintain level
And we've got
230,
9.
and turn left, setting 060.
Left 060
9 to
and
go.
230, ExitJet 300.
We're going 123, so we go
Departure, November
6
44 Lima
minutes
Mike, 2000 on the Nirvana 1
6
departure.
minutes. We call that 1847.
November 44 Lima Mike, Seattle departure, radar contact, climb and maintain,
Is our expected.
climb and maintain 3000.
3000, 4 Lima Mike.
Fuel flow 6.3. But I'm going to go ahead and use just the amount burned versus, I'm going to use the amount burned because we have it here in our system panel. Gallons used 1.9, so I'll just use that as we go. Turn that landing light off. Maybe I should turn that landing light off. I don't know. Oh, well, let's see how everybody else is doing today. We got a couple of
Jet 300, clear
Hi, how are
Cartman,
you?
resume the departure.
Good to see you.
Direct Cartman, resume the departure, exit jet 300.
Let's see if there's anybody chatting on Twitch. Maybe there is, maybe there's not. Stream manager. Cool, Tom Posey followed me. Hi, Tom. That was awesome. YouTube.
Boeing Ground to skyline number 8748. Signature is SC northbound, VFR 8500.
Number 8748 Boeing Ground, runway 14 left, taxi via Alpha.
That's 14 left by Alpha, number 8748, then we get information Alpha.
Maybe I did set up the chroma key badly. Let's see. I'll turn it off. Filters, edits, hide chroma key. Ta-da! Now it's just a green screen behind me. Alright. I should add my simulator settings to my YouTube page. Right, we're not quite to Lake Stevens yet, but we're going to be there in just a moment. Let's see, we'll use the range rings, 3.75 miles. Also, we're off by a little bit. Turn 5 degrees to the left. Lake Stevens is right underneath us. You can see it right there. Cross that, and we're going to turn, it looks like 332.
November 44 Lima Mike, turn left heading 180.
Is
Left
317.
180.
And 4 Lima Mike, sorry, a right turn heading 180, please.
Right 180, 4 Lima Mike.
Vector 300, contact Denver Center 133.67.
We did a good job avoiding those clouds. I just thought I'd say that.
Vector 300, contact Denver Center 133.67.
3367, exit jet 300.
Boeing Tower, dish number 8748, on check 14 left, are northbound.
I didn't understand that at all.
Number 8748 Boeing Tower, runway 14 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 14 left, 87 right.
Let's get rid of this yoke.
And who's asking to switch to advisory? Number 815 for Lima, radar services terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Alright, we're crossing Lake Stevens right now. And the CDI has crossed, so we're off to our next waypoint. It's
Vector 300 Denver Center, good morning. Climb and maintain shuttle 300.
It's actually not going to be very much of a change at all. We want to leave KWO on our... No, actually I am going to turn quite a bit. I'm going to turn to 310. Just like that. And time on was 46 after the hour, so not bad. 1846. Sorry, let's take a look at the tablets. 1846. We were actually a minute faster than we expected. And system shows gallons used 2.1, so that was actually 0.4 gallons, so 51 gallons remain. That's not bad. Let's do a quick, make sure that we're established correctly. We are. We're doing 122 knots ground speed, so we have 11 miles to go at this point. Let's call it 10 miles to go, so another 6 minutes. 1853. Because it was 1847 now. So okay. So anyway, let's add up. Let's do leg time. Distance nautical miles. 11 plus 16 is 27, plus 5 is 33, plus 18 is 51, plus 9 is 60.
Walker 671, so runway 19er, taxi via Alpha.
30 minutes from here. If we want to go to just Skagit. That's KWO to Mount Vernon to KBVS, so let's call it 10 plus 16 is 27 plus 5 is 33. 33 miles, 16 minutes to Skagit. So that's our ETE. ETA at 16 minutes is going to be 1853, 10, so 1910? 1910? 1910. We think we're going to get on the ground at 11:10 in the morning at Skagit. That's when we're going to do our... Now, if we give it, 5 minutes, 11:15, because it's 5 minutes to get into the pattern. Speaking of which, as soon as we hit KWO, which I've realized I forgot my CVV R89. Oh, we're changing our nav. CVV is 117.2. Okay, there's CVV. And let's change R89. R89 is the course. Uh-oh, it's getting a little busy up here. All of a sudden the weather changed. It's kind of gross.
November 44 Lima Mike, turn right heading 270.
Go ahead and descend to 2,500.
Right 270, 4 Lima Mike.
November 4 Lima Mike, Olympia, altimeter 2996, information Alpha. Plan the visual approach unless you have an approach request.
4 Lima Mike has Alpha requesting stand by for an approach request.
All right, we're going to come on down.
Okay.
We're going to come on down.
November 436 Sierra Papa, contact Seattle Center 126.6.
126.6, 6 Sierra Papa. All right. Seattle approach, good morning, November 436, Sierra Papa, altitude 3,900, descending to 2,500 with you.
Number 436 Sierra Papa, Seattle Center, good morning, Skagit, altimeter 2992.
6 Sierra Papa. That's nice.
Approach
It's good
November
handoff.
44 Lima Mike, we're requesting the ILS 17 into Olympia.
Altimeter's falling.
November 44 Lima Mike, roger, did you want that from the fixed home or did you want vectors onto the localizer?
Vectors will be fine for 4 Lima Mike.
We're about to
November
pass
44 Lima Mike, roger, expect it.
KWO here. This is doing a good job with the FLC mode, I think. Pretty good job. All right, so unfortunately we've had to lose a little bit of altitude here. Just to stay under the clouds, but on the other hand, we're headed for Skagit and we're not that far away. Once we cross KWO, which is in about 30 seconds, we're actually going to turn toward Mount Vernon, and there's only 20 miles to Skagit. So we'll get the weather, we'll tell Seattle that we have the weather, they'll release us on VFR flight following, and then we'll do visuals for, oh, and I descended,
671 Jackson Tower, runway 19 clear
enrich
for
my
takeoff.
mixture. That wasn't a good job on me, sorry about that. Okay, advancing the throttle forward, 2,400 RPM. Get some of that speed back, and now that we're past our target 310 minus 15 is 295. That doesn't feel right to me at all. No, 342 to Mount Vernon. That's 327. Okay, there we go. We're headed for Mount Vernon. We're going to tell our flight plan. KBVS direct. Activate. Flight plan off. Range out. ETE 11 minutes to Skagit. Let's take a look at our flight path. If we stay on the path, I'm going to go ahead and, in fact, I'm going to do that now. I'm going to go ahead and set CDI GPS, and I'm going to set us to nav mode, and that will take us on the path, and that path
Walker
keep us
671,
west
contact departure.
of this terrain, which I don't want to interfere with. All right, what else do we need to know about what we're doing right now? On our way to Mount Vernon, are we descending? No, we're not descending to 1500 until we cross Mount Vernon. We stay at 2500. We have 16 miles to go. We know that there's 18 miles direct to KBVS, so 18 minus the 5 there means there's 13 miles left to go. 13 miles to go at
Walker
105
671,
knots.
Salt Lake Generator contact, climb and maintain flight level 230.
Up to flight level 230, Walker 671.
Call that 8 minutes from now, or 7 minutes from now is 1100, or 1900. We crossed at 1851, which was 2 minutes fast. 1900. We'll check out how much we gallons used. 2.5 minus. So we did another 0.4, so it's 50.6. All right. Are we set up? I think we're set up. Let's go ahead and get the weather at Skagit. Scratch pads. We don't need KBFI weather anymore. November 436 Sierra Papa. I just like to remember my call sign, KBVS, Skagit. And our documents tell us Skagit's AWAS is 121125.
Skagit Regal weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky conditions 3,700 few, 5,700 broken, temperature 6, dew point 2. Altimeter 2998. Skagit Regal weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10.
All right, let's get the TAF dialed in. CTAF 12307.
5,700 broken, temperature 6, dew point 2. Altimeter 2998.
There we go. CTAF is dialed. I'm still on COM2 mic, so I'll talk to center, let them know I've got the weather. We are now 14 miles from KBVS. We have good visual. We know what we're doing. We can contact the CTAF when we're ready. I'm going to go ahead and tell them we've got the weather when we're about 12 miles out, so when the range rings intersect KBVS. God, I've made a mess of this navlog. Now, I remember saying that would probably land KBVS around 10 to 15 minutes past the hour. I think that's still reasonable. Let's take a look at the airport. Runways 0422 or 1129. This is north up, so 29 looks good. It'd just be a left turn. In fact, our documents show us that when we turn to KBVS, 310 minus 15 is 295. So when we make that turn, 29 or 5 will actually be right where we want to be. So I'm going to try straight into approach. Straight in approach. 29, touch and go, shoot right off to FridayHarbor. Let's see how well this works. See? Or, sorry. See? The line, Mount Vernon, left, 29. Just like this. And then we go off, 29, and continue for FridayHarbor. So this is just really fast, like that. Okay, we're at 2,500. Mixture is rich. We're now within 12 miles. Seattle 436 Sierra Papa has the weather at Skagit.
November 6 Sierra Papa, roger.
I'm listening on the CTAF, so if I need to... He knows where I am. He'll let me go here in a minute. Flying that purple nav line like no problemo. Let's see. We'll do a 4 landing checklist once we get released. We're listening to the CTAF, no activity on that right now. Make sure I got that right. 123075. 123075, yep. And the town of Mount Vernon should be coming up at 1900. We should be about 2 minutes from that, and we would be about 5 miles from Skagit once we hit the town of Mount Vernon. So, range up.
November 44 Lima Mike, 7 miles from Gisu, turn left heading 200. Maintain 3000 until establishing the local hazard, clear ILS 17 approach. Okay, 200 to establish 3000. Clear for the ILS 17 for Lima Mike.
Very pretty out here. Off to the right there are those hills I was talking about. You don't want to be on the east side of those. You have to kind of come around the hill and either dodge the hills or duck between them right in here, which, I mean, it's cool, but I don't want to do that. Okay, here's the river. That's a reference for us. River kind of north, and there's a little loop in the town of Burlington, and it carves off to the right, so... There's it going to the right. That's probably the town of Burlington right there, so I'm actually going to go ahead and do... Switch to heading mode, right-hand turn. We're going to get over to the town. And we're looking. So right there is probably Skagit. In fact, I see a beacon. It's very faint. There it is right there. So that's Skagit. And
Number 6 here, Papa, do you have your destination in sight?
Roger, we've got Skagit in sight, 60 Papa.
Number 6 here, Papa, radio service is terminated. Squawk VFR frequency change approved.
Squawk VFR frequency change approved. Thank you, good day. All right, okay.
Number 4 for Lima Mike, contact
So
Olympia
let's do
Tower
what he said.
4.4.
We're going to go ahead
Over to Olympia.
change to COM 1. And we're going to go to transponder VFR. We're squawking 1200 on alt. That's awesome. Where the town of Mount Vernon is just below this little squiggle to the left, so let's call it we're there. I'm going to go ahead and start a descent to 1,500. FLC mode. Drop that throttle a little bit. And we want to tell KBVS our intentions. We're transmitting COM 1, 123075. Skagit traffic, good morning, Cessna 436. Sierra Papa is 3 miles southeast of the field, descending to pattern altitude, making left final runway 29, Skagit traffic. That was absolutely awful. I'm going to go ahead and do what I'm going to do is I'm going to do, because we're not at pattern altitude yet, and Skagit's elevation, field elevation is 145, so we're going to call it 1200 is actually pattern altitude. So we're going to go like this, 1, 2, 3, continue descending 1200, and I'm going to make a right-hand turn, so 29, look at that, you see that right there? I'm going to make a right-hand turn. Just a right 360 for spacing. As we do that, we're going to go ahead and bring the throttle down. Of course, we're in FLC mode, so it's going to go ahead and dive faster, which is fine. Once it gets out of FLC mode, starts stabilizing the approach, then... And I'll go ahead and establish it on heading 290. It should work out just fine. Okay, FLC mode's about to stop. There we go, that's altitude hold mode. So now with our throttle a little bit lower, our speed's going to begin to drop. So we're going to get into the white arc so we can actually get on pattern speed. I'm going to go ahead and take it off autopilot now, my controls. And there's Skagit runway 29. Right there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pitch up a little bit to stop the descent. Get into the white arc, flaps down to 1 notch. Skagit traffic, Cessna 436 Sierra Papa is on 3 mile, final runway 29, touch and go, then westbound departure. Skagit traffic. Two notches of flaps. Let's do our before landing checklist. Tanks both, mixture is rich, key is on both, master is on, lights, landing, lights as required, autopilot is off, seat belts fastened, here we go. Okay, we're going to go ahead, bring the throttle back and point our nose down. We want to get on glide path here. We got four whites, so we know we're high. Heading is 295. GPS map verifies this is KBVS. You know, very important. You know, you want to be hitting the right airport. Still pretty high, so I'm going to go ahead and point the nose down. I'm going to cut the throttle. I'm going to slip just a little bit. That's a better runway sight picture right there. Give it just a little bit more gas to arrest that drop. That was a little bit too much gas. Okay, we're 2 knots over our optimal speed. Runway 29, I've got the numbers. Over the threshold. Watch out to the edge of the runway, full end of the runway. Bleed off that speed. Keep that nose up. All right, flaps up, 1, 2, 3, flaps are coming up, full power. Ooh-wee, that's a little bit rough. Oh, I hate the ground performance on this thing. Well, that was embarrassing for everybody. Alright, I want to get ourselves an altitude of at least 2,500. And the heading bug, we're going to reset that. Skagit traffic's Cessna 436 Sierra Papa on the departure leg, runway 29, straight out departure. Last call this frequency, Skagit. And that's all we needed with Skagit today. Time is 11:07. We'll remember that, 1907 off the ground.
Two-mile final runway 29.
ForeFlight's a little behind. Just a little bit. We'll just keep climbing. We thought 1910. Whoa, 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 whoa. We use rudder to even it out. You see that? Look at that. Anyway, we thought it was going to be 1910, turned to be 1909 to Skagit. Next turn to 296 minus 16280.
500.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and let autopilot take it from here. We'll do FLC mode and heading mode. Autopilot is on. Climb for 2,500. I think that's as high as we're going to get with the way the clouds are right now. So, okay, throttles are full, mixture is rich. Flaps are up, we're squawking VFR, lights is required. Tank both, fuel shutoff is off, mixture is rich, keys both, master on. Seat belts are still fastened, which is just fine with me. And en route climbing 2,500. We know our next destination, and how long do we think it's going to take us to get there? Blakely Island, 18 miles. We don't know what our en route ground speed is going to be, so I'll just wait until we do know. In the meantime, let's take a look and see here. Engine system, 4.0 gallons used. Blah. 4.0 minus 1604042416 49.0. Man, you can really get behind on your calculations. Okay, there's 2,500. We're going to bring the throttle back to 2,400 RPM. Make sure those rudders be stabilized out. Hey, let me show you something that I'm also doing today. What have I got on the grill today? I got ribs on the grill today. Looking good. That's from a previous cookout, but same deal. Nice 6-hour smoking process on the grill, so that's for when I land. I can get back to my grilling. All right. So here we are. We're coming over the islands now. Some of the most beautiful flying in the Pacific Northwest on a clear day. It ain't exactly that. While we're en route to our waypoint, let's set up. Let's talk about how we know that we're there. So Blakely Island is CVV R334, CDI R334. Just like that. And we did well. We're outside of the Class C airspace that's around Whidbey Island. We want to stay clear of that. And right now we're headed this way. Ground speed 120 knots, so pretty good. We still got a bit of a tailwind. Right ahead of us here is Cypress Island and the hill on Cypress Island, and that's 1,525, so we'll clear it by 1,000 feet, so we have no problem there. We're heading for the north, just north of Blakely Island, so the the south tip of the island that's just north of the passage between these two islands, so it'll be north of 38WA, which is a alternate in case we have any problems with our engine or otherwise. But what we want to do now is, assuming that we aren't going to have any problems, we want to set our radios for KFHR. We want to get the weather, which we do, and we want to dial the CTAF. So we'll get weather on COM 2, which is 135675. Or no, we'll get it on COM 1. I mean, we don't need to worry about this. 135675. 675.
Friday Harbor weather. Wind light and variable, visibility 10. Sky conditions 2200 broken, 4200 overcast, temperature 4, dew point 4. Altimeter 2999.
Oh.
Friday Harbor weather. Wind light and variable, visibility 10. Sky conditions 2200 broken, 4200 overcast,
And
temperature 4,
128
dew point 4. Altimeter 2999.
All right. We're dialed into the CTAF at Friday Harbor. And, you know, not a second too late either, because the weather is starting to get pretty crummy. Let's get away from that cloud. We'll just put it on roll mode. Once we get past the cloud, we'll shuffle back. All right. So, what do we know about Friday Harbor? Elevation 113. There's one runway. It's either 34 or 16. And they're both right traffic. Wind's light and variable. So, what I'd like to do... I'm going to go ahead and enter... I'm going to enter... right downwind for 3-4 at the 45. So directly from here, that's the 45. It's a left turn to get on right downwind. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it totally does. Left, so that's downwind, right downwind for runway 34. Field elevation is 113, so pattern altitude will be 1,100. I'm going to go ahead and get back on heading. Little wispy clouds here. And the VOR is about to cross, which is going to tell us that we've hit our waypoint. I'll go ahead and record the time. Looks like it's going to be 1917. 1.6 plus 1.6 is 3.2 plus 6 is 3.8, so 4.7, that's going to be an extra gallon. 1.0 is 48.0. 1917 will recross here, so the next maneuver is to KFHR, which is 238 minus 16 is 222. Two. All right, let's go ahead and FLC. Holy crap, we just ran into clouds. Well, I got my autopilot taking care of me and the headings. The instruments look good. We're going to go ahead and descend to 1,100 to get underneath the clouds. Got the map inset showing us we're pointing the right way. Do heading 215. Okay, we're out of the clouds. That was a surprise that I didn't like, but there you go. Don't panic. Figure a way out. Figure out where you are. Get out of the clouds the most expedient way that you know how. Either it's a 180-degree turn back the way you came, or in my case, descend below the cloud deck, because you know that you're descending anyway, and you know where the cloud deck is, and you know where you are, and you know where your safe altitude is, and you figure you can get out of it in a shorter period of time. So that's what we did, and we were successful. We are continuing to descend. Might descend a little bit faster. Well, getting out of here is going to be a challenge, isn't it? Oh well. Alright, we're 7.3 nautical miles away. ETA 4 minutes from now, which means it's 1923, 192, whoops, 1923. Alright, and let's make sure. 128,250. 128,250. No, CTEF 12825. 12825. Yes, that's dialed. Yes, it's on COM1. And we are currently northeast, so 6 miles, yeah. Friday Harbor traffic, Cessna 436 here. Papa is 6 miles northeast, maneuvering to enter right downwind, runway 34 on the 45 at midfield. Friday Harbor. Kind of bungled it a little bit, but that wasn't too bad. So let's brief our approach one more time. We know we're coming in here. We're going to enter midfield. We're left on the 45. It's going to be a slight left turn to get on the reciprocal of 34, which is subtract 200 is 14 plus 20 is 160. So I'm going to go ahead and set this to roll mode, and I'll set the heading bug to 340. That's going to be our reference. We're going to turn left until we're at the reciprocal of that. Once we've got the numbers, once we're past the numbers on 3-4, then we're going to go ahead and get into the white arc, get our flaps down, run our before landing checklist. And off we go. So. While I'm on it, though, I'm going to go ahead and just kick the speed up a little bit, kick it up to 2,400, and get there a little bit faster because the wind is the weather is socking in. So let's hustle. Hustle home, or hustle to Friday Harbor. All right, doing 2 miles a minute now. Woohoo. All right, we're looking for the runway now. This looks a little funny because we're already over a spit of land. We're going to be... It's not this spit, it's the next one, I guess. I think it's over here. So or that's probably it right there. It's kind of a beast. It's a little hard to see. All right, go ahead. Bring the throttle back. Give ourselves a minute. Oh my God, Charles, how can you miss something like that? And we're already past the numbers. Don't look at what you wish is there. Look at what is there, right? Okay, there's the reciprocal. Verify we are in fact on the downwind. We are on the downwind. Friday Harbor traffic, Cessna 436 Sierra Papa is on right downwind, runway 34, full stop, Friday Harbor. Flaps. Okay. And notch number 2. All right, we're 300 feet below pattern altitude. Let's run our checklist. Both, fuel shut off, mixtures rich, keys both, masters on, lights are now as required. Seats and seatbelts fastened, autopilot off. I've got it. And we are way, way underpowered. Oh, and that was turning way too early. So okay, we got full flaps. This is incredibly messy pattern. I'm rather ashamed, actually. Friday Harbor traffic, Cessna 436 Sierra Papa is on a 1 mile final, runway 34, full stop, Friday Harbor. All right, we've recovered. We're at 65. We've got full flaps. We've already run our pre-landing checklist. Runway is in sight. We're on center line. We've got 4 white dots. We're high, so I'm going to go ahead, lower the throttle, push the nose down to increase the sync rate. We're back on 65 knots. And we should expect to see those white dots turn into red here momentarily. 1 red. I'm going to go ahead and goose the throttle a little bit to upset the sync rate. All right, there we go. Okay, we're a little shy on speed, so we're carrying a little bit less energy. Okay, runway 34. I've got the numbers in sight. We're over the threshold. Runway is made. I'm gonna go ahead and chop the throttle. Check the end of the runway. Bleed that speed off. Nose up. Keep the nose up. Get that aerodynamic braking. There we go. I think I can make this turn off here. Not a lot of room here. I'm going to to stay right here for a second. Friday Harbor traffic, Cessna 436 Sierra Papa is clear of runway 34, Friday Harbor. I guess I could say I was taxiing to parking, but I don't care that much. Okay, after landing checklist. Flaps up, yes they are. Transponder alt 1200, yes it is. Mixture lean for the ground. Lights as required, we'll turn the landing light off. Trim set for takeoff, we've done that. After landing checklist complete. Charles, now get your plates out. And don't go off the runway. Taxiway is one way on 16, but I think I can get off a little bit early here, so I'm going to go ahead and do it. Parking the hangars down here. Rolling downhill. We're moving real fast here. Definitely want to put your parking brake in when it's an incline like this. There you go. Okay, shutdown. Avionics master switch off. Electrical equipment off except beacon. Mixture idle cutoff. Keys off. Master off. Pull those keys. Turn off the standby battery. Ignition switch off. Master switch off. Control lock installed. Fuel selector valve left or right. Chocks, tie downs. Made it in here just as the weather was getting crummy. Ooh, what's in there? Here's all my stuff. All right. Good times, everybody. That was fun. It was great to use Pilotedge again.